All
There
right.
you go.
Okay, yes, finally we got this going. Well, welcome to our first meeting of the new year. And I always feel like when we enter a new year, it seems like you're right in the middle of my screen and I can't I'm getting very distracted by him. Oh man. Um, but I always feel like it's refreshing to kind of start at looking at a new year and just kind of taking reflecting on what 2025 brought, um, what we want to do differently in 2026, just kind of creating new goals, and just kind of a fresh new start. So that is how I'm looking at 2026. And my husband made me cry earlier because I was all sorts of stress. I had to take my third graders on a field trip today. And so I did a field trip all day. We're in the middle of building a house, if you guys didn't know that. So, I mean, the outside's being painted, the inside's being stained. I went to all kinds of stuff and decisions and stuff are having to be made. So it's just a lot of thought and pressure and things. And so, and I was just like, I just need more time to do the things I need to do. And, he's just reminding me, that you are still great at what you do, and you just need to realize that because sometimes I just get so focused on feeling like I'm not in the place where I want to be. And I know, I'm sure some of you feel that way. You want to have more success. You want to feel like you're making more of a difference, all the things. And so just hence saying, stop, like you are, and you can be. And so just talking about kind of I want to start out this evening by sharing just some of the visions maybe that you guys have for this year. um, if you have kind of a word that you picked out, and if you don't yet, I would love, just to take some, maybe like you're like, okay, this is what I needed to help me think through what I want my goals to be and what I want my word to be, So if you haven't picked out your word yet, and if you haven't created, a vision board yet, I'm just going to encourage you to make one and to think of a word that's just going to kind of be your focus and intention for 2026. And once you figure that out, if you have not done that yet, I would love for you to share that on our team page. And if you have done it already and you know your word or you have your um, vision board, I would love for you to share it with us. Or maybe Christy will give you the ability to share it with. So, but has anybody thought through their word for 2026, just kind of their goal and their theme for what they want this year to look like? Has anybody already done it?
I did mine.
All right, Mandy, let's hear it.
My word is consistency.
Mhm.
And I did my vision board, and it's very simple this year. Can I share it or no?
Yeah. So yes, since she said share all, you should be able to click on share at the bottom and it'll turn your screen.
Okay. Let me pull it back up here before I do that because I don't know how to find it. Oh, here, I just shared it on the page. There we go. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Can
Love
you
it.
make it bigger somehow? I don't know how.
There we go. We're zooming in.
Okay. I should just make it. I don't know.
Push those little arrows up in the corner. See the little arrows, yeah.
Oh, oh,
No,
well, because I just
that
posted it
just
to the
centered it.
page.
That's okay. You can scroll through it. Yeah. So
Okay.
just yeah, start at the top and share with us.
So, promote to advanced director.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency wins. Very simple, but consistency is my word.
Mm-hmm.
This is my goals here. This is my family, so this is my why.
Hmm.
And then Pampered Chef helps me live the life I love, and you can too. I like that because I'm going to
Awesome.
share more. And then Los Cabos. Here I come.
Here she comes. And Mandy earned the level one cruise from last year. So, um, and Christy also, but Mandy's sharing right now. So, but both of them earned the cruise, and so I'm super super proud of them. So if you didn't see my announcement on our team page, very excited for both of them. So Los Cabos is one of our trips that we are working towards earning this year. So that's awesome. So I'd love to know, Mandy, what with consistency, what are some of the things you would like to be more consistent with?
My booking reach outs, my recruiting asks, my opportunity, I don't know, messages, or um, I'm going to try to do some opportunity events type things. Just
Hmm.
like, so I went to that um, thing over the weekend,
Hmm.
and some people mentioned, oh, I just put out on my page, I'm going to Breadco. I'm going to have bagels and coffee. I'll buy you some too. Join me, 9 o'clock Saturday. And people ever sometimes show up, and I don't know,
That's
maybe
awesome.
I think I want to try that.
And
So,
that's definitely a tax write-off too for your meal.
right, right, right. Oh, we got lots of tax write-offs. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
yes. So I'm going to be a little more intentional and focused on sharing this great thing we have, and helping my team to grow. So
I love that. And that's how you're going to work to become an advanced director.
yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Mandy.
You're welcome.
Um, is there anybody else that has their word or their vision board that they would like to share with us?
I have my word. I don't have my vision board completed yet.
Hmm.
My word is balance.
Yeah, you got a lot of that.
I need to, yeah, the last several years, all I did was survive. And this year, I'm going to try to find the balance in my life
Hmm.
and with my school and my job and DC and my family and my health and weight loss and everything. It's just, I just need to be balanced.
I love that. That's a really good word. Can you close that door, please? I'm in a meeting. Yeah, I do. I love that word and I can agree with that 100% even in my own life. So, thank you for sharing. Does anyone else have theirs figured out yet?
I just have my word, but I didn't do vision board yet.
Okay. What's your word, Diane?
Empower. I want to try to get my team up and running more because I've lost two over the year,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to get my business going a lot better.
Yeah. Awesome. I love that. I love that word too. And that's why, even for conference, they've chose the word empower before because that's a big word that
Yeah.
is a great thing. So, well, thank you for sharing. Is there anyone else that has their vision board or word figured out? Don't be shy. Well, if you would like to, if it's something that you're still thinking through, or creating, I would love to have you share it on our team page. I'm still in the process of making my
Oh,
board too. Oh, did somebody gonna say something?
oh,
Laura, do you have yours?
yeah. It's like all of a sudden I see my face. It's real big. Um, yeah, I got my board. I was trying to
You're
pull
trying
it
to
up.
share
I'm not
screen? Do you see
because
the bottom at the button at the bottom that says share?
uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. It's all crazy. It took me
Awesome.
forever.
I love it though. So start at the top and share what each of the things are.
Okay, it says this year I'm all in because uh before, I don't know if you remember, but I had joined Pampered Chef a few years ago, and I was off and on, off and on, off and on. And then since I retired, I decided to go back to Pampered Chef because I love it so
Mhm.
much. And I do need a little bit of to help supplement my retirement income.
Yeah.
And so this year, since I started back in July or August, I decided now, starting the new year, I'm going to be all in and focused. So my word is consistency, as I've learned through Christy
Mhm.
to be consistent every day, no matter how bad I feel or how good I feel. I'm going to make 30 reach outs per day. And that'll get me, because I want to make a goal to have 8 parties per week.
Mhm.
So that's 32 parties per month. And I'll build momentum to get 2 recruits per week. And I want to promote to director. And I would love to go to Nashville and Dublin.
That's awesome.
Uh, and I plan on going to a conference this year.
That's
So,
great.
and I'm going to make sure I plan my week out. And then also make sure I learn from Christy too, to make sure I do my follow up, because that's where it is. Follow up, follow up, follow up.
Absolutely.
That's my plan.
I love it. That is great. And I'm
Okay.
excited. I'm excited for you.
Well, thank you. Now, how do I unshare?
There should be a stop share button. Maybe hover at the top.
Oh, hold on.
Mandy, where was it at when you
Oh, here we are.
did you find it? Oh, yep, there it is.
There it goes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Welcome to Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
How are you?
Sorry I'm late. I was eating dinner.
Oh, you're good. You're fine. Michelle, we're just talking about our word for the year. And if you created a vision board, we're just sharing that.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't create a vision board. But I have been thinking about my word. My word would be consistency because I have been very inconsistent for 4 years. It's time to either, pardon my French, shit or get off the pot.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I'm
I love
gonna.
that. Two other people have picked consistency too. So you're not the only one that's trying to be more consistent. So
Yeah.
for sure. So, well, thanks for sharing, Michelle. Um, if there's not anybody else that wants to share theirs now, like I said, I would love to hear yours later if you're comfortable sharing it or if you create a vision board. I am still in the process of making my vision board too because I was waiting for our house to be painted and that was just done today. So I wanted to take a picture of the outside of our house because one of my big goals for this year is I want to pay for um, our house payment by myself. So through the income that I bring in, I want to make enough to pay for our house payment, um, and our groceries. So that way it just that if that's taken care of, I feel like that takes off a big chunk of our expenses, and then my husband's income, can go to all the other things that we have. So, but that's just kind of my goal. And I think I was sharing this with Mandy maybe, but it's been I've and it'll be 14 years in March that I've been with Pampered Chef. And in my 14 years with Pampered Chef, I've had a lot of different goals. I've had a lot of different um just vision and things that I have wanted to achieve. And my why has changed a lot. But sometimes I feel like my why has consistently been my family because everything that I feel like I do in this business has always been, but went back to my family in some way. And it still does. But this year, with building a new house, I have a specific goal that's going to help my family, and that's, I think, something that I have missed when it comes to a specific number and a specific, thing that I am trying to achieve. Sometimes when in the past, when I have, put on my vision board, because I'll put on my vision board this year also a picture of my family because they are always a big part of my why. But in that, sometimes just having my why be my family, I've lost kind of what my actual why looks like, what the goal that I'm trying to achieve, And so this year, really having a specific number goal means that I know this is how many parties I need to book. This is how much sales that I need, and this is what I specifically need to achieve, So it's much more right in front of me, and I know, you know. There's not a question of what it is that I'm trying to achieve every month. So I feel like that hopefully will push me more in a specific direction. So and my word this year is going to be courage. So because courage in this business to try to reach the goals again, that some of the goals that I used to have that I have been afraid to try to go for again. Courage to step up and be the leader that I need to be, courage to be the mom and who I need to be for my family, so just courage in a lot of ways of stop having fear and just do what I need to do. So courage to do it, So that's kind of my word this year. And so that's what I'm striving for in my business, my family. And as you guys are thinking, every year I really do sit down and I take time to reflect on what I achieved the previous year and what I want to achieve, for this year. And just sitting by yourself and reflecting and thinking through will really just help you process, what you want that to look like. And I always do that every year, when I'm setting up my goals for what I want to achieve. And it's not just New Year's resolution, because a lot of times we'll make my New Year's resolution, but for me, a lot of resolutions come and go and don't get fulfilled. But this to me is something that is an ongoing goal for the whole year. So not just a New Year's resolution that's going to last a couple months,
Come
but
on. I need to go. Y'all need to move. Come on.
Mandy's in the car
Sorry.
driving. She is in a hurry. You need to move out of her way. That's funny. So I'm just going to encourage you, if you have not taken the time to just really stop and reflect and create that word and that goal for this year, I'm going to really encourage you to do it. Because I really do feel like it's important. So there's a couple things that I want to share with you on a few different slides. So the first slide, let me pull this over here to this screen. Can you guys still see me?
Yes.
Okay. Because when I move this slide over, you guys went away. So can you have a clear vision? Okay, so having a clear vision, what does success look like to you? So this is just kind of what we've been talking about here. So making sure that your vision is clear, because if your why isn't clear, if you don't have a reason to work this business every day, you probably won't.
Melody, are you trying to show us something? Because we still just see you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out where you all went. You disappeared from my screen.
Maybe you have to go
There
to
you are.
gallery.
Oh, I found you. You came back. There. Now can you see? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so having a clear vision and what success looks like to you. Okay, so writing down this year what your goals are and what you want to achieve, and not even just with Pampered Chef, like as a whole, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to your family, your job, Pampered Chef, whatever that looks like for you. It is important in anything you do to have a clear vision and to know what you are working for, because that is how you're ultimately going to achieve the goals that you have for the year. So quality over quantity. I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but when it comes to the parties that you do, making sure that they are a good quality party, and you're not just booking a certain amount to have a certain amount of parties that are 150 in sales. So it's much better, work smarter, not harder. I'm sure that you've heard that before. So having those, when you have those parties, making sure that you are doing the things that you need to in those parties so that they are successful. Okay. So having, 10 $800 parties is going to be much better than having 25 $150 parties. Okay, so just focus on the quality and making sure that you are coaching your hosts to help them have the most successful party that they can possibly have. Okay, every four, add one more. Okay, so with every four parties that you have on your calendar in a month, your goal is to get one recruit from one of those parties. Okay, so that is where the every four, add one more comes from. Okay, so if you have 8 parties on your calendar in a month, your goal is to have 2 recruits from those parties. Okay, so that goes back to the quality over quantity, because quality, having 30 to 40 people in there, is going to give you way more opportunity to have the reach outs that you need than if you have 5 to 10 people in your party. Okay, so that's where a lot of the quantity quality over quantity comes from. Okay, so be growth oriented. So be just 1% better. Okay, even just being 1% better than you are right now, okay, is going to be better. So having that just growth and knowing that, not focusing on where you have been and where you've come from, but where you want to grow to. Okay, where you want to grow. So that's super important. Okay, selling is the key. Learning to sell the products, the opportunity, and hosting. Okay, so when I started Pampered Chef, I told the person that I signed up under, I am not a salesperson, and I will not be good at selling, just because I will be the first to tell you why you should buy this cheaper product over this one because I like it better. So I'm not good at just selling something to sell something that I'm not passionate about. So what I learned over time with Pampered Chef, though, when I started using the products and when I started cooking with them, I was passionate about them. I could sell a rock crock to anybody when I would do my cooking parties. So I sold the rock crock, used to be my number one sold product in the catalog. Okay. And it's not a cheap product, but I was passionate about it. I used it almost every day to cook 10 to 12-minute meals in the microwave for my family. And I love to share about it. I could tell you how to make those meatballs in 12 minutes. I could tell you how to make that pork tenderloin in 12 minutes in the microwave. All the things, and it sold because I was passionate about it and I learned how to sell it. So, something I'm going to encourage you guys to do is use the products. Okay, the products that you get, use them, because what I have learned when it comes to booking parties, it is a whole lot easier to convince someone to book a party when you have convinced them that they need those products. it's a whole lot harder to convince someone to book a party when they don't know much about the products and they don't know why they should actually have those products in their house. But when they've seen you cooking them and share even pictures, if you're not a video person, just share a picture of the dinner that you made that night. Okay, share the picture of the food. Share the picture of the products. You don't even have to be in it. Check out, I used the food chopper tonight. I use, whatever it is that you used, share it. Because I've shown up to many of my kids' sporting events after sharing a meal and had somebody say, "Oh my gosh, what you cooked for dinner looks so good tonight. Tell me about whatever that was that you used for it." Okay, that's happened multiple times to me at my kids' practices because I shared something that I cooked for dinner and I just shared a picture of it. So use the products so that you know what you're selling, and that makes bookings a lot easier when there's a reason for them to book a party. Okay, they need to want a product. It makes it so much easier when they want something. Okay, and as far as the opportunity, when you become passionate about this, about Pampered Chef and selling the products and cooking with them, then you're going to want people, and you are making more money because you're having more parties. It all goes hand in hand. Then you're going to want to share that opportunity because you know this works. Okay, you know the products work. You're passionate about them. So you're going to be able to sell hosting and the opportunity. So creating good habits. I don't know if you have seen this book, Atomic Habits, but if you haven't, maybe make this a goal as a book that you read this year. And if you are not somebody that sits down and read books, because I am not, unfortunately, because I don't have the time, but I do listen to them on Audible. Okay, I can sit down and I can listen to a book while I'm doing the dishes at the sink, or I'm in the car, or I'm sitting at my daughter's volleyball practice watching. I can listen to a book then. Okay, so if that's something that you like to do, Atomic Habits is great when it comes to creating good habits, cue, craving, response, and reward. Okay, for all the things in the habits that you create. Okay, so I'm going to encourage you, if you have not read this book yet, those are the kind of things, the cue, craving, response, and reward are things that you will figure out in this Atomic Habits book. It's a very good book. Oh, there's that word that we have for a goal. Consistency beats speed. Chip away at your success. Okay, chisel through your success. Okay, be consistent. Chisel that wall. Okay. But being consistent is the key. And that's why it's, so many of your guys' word this year. Because without consistency, without follow-up, without follow through, that's when the success happens. So being consistent is a huge thing when it comes to this business. So having a routine. Okay, having a routine. This is something that I've spoke about having a routine so many times. So making sure that you are consistent in your routine and what you do. Okay, what does it look like in the morning when you get up? Are you checking in on your parties? Are you following up with your hosts? Okay, do you have a time that you are consistently working your Pampered Chef business every single day? Okay. If you don't have bookings on your calendar, that is the first thing that you work on no matter what. Okay. Because bookings are the most important part of this business. Okay. It's the lifeline. It's how you keep your business running. Okay. And I'm going to share in just a little bit a video on a booking idea. But it is important to have that routine of your morning. I know when I have time to work my business. Okay, I have in the morning is when I get up and I check my parties before I get in the shower. At lunchtime, I have 45 minutes that I can sit down. I have, once the kids have left my classroom, I get back into my room around 2:30, and I don't go and pick my daughter up from school until 3:30. That hour is a time where I can sit down and I can work my business. And my son is running around the school, and so no one's in my room but me, unless I have teachers that come in or interrupt me. But that's a time that I can work my business. After the kids go to bed is another time I can sit down with my laptop and I can work through stuff. Okay. Know those times in your day that you have pockets and know what you're going to do in each of those times. I have these 3 or 4 times. Here's what I'm going to do in each one. When are you going to do your 30 reach outs? Okay, that is important because that comes first every day. People that do their 30 reach outs every day, no matter what, will get their calendar booked and keep it booked. So take action today. Activity over the results. Okay, so just getting started and doing it is the hardest part. Just taking the action to move forward. Okay, and that is where my word courage is coming from. Because sometimes just taking the action to do it is the hardest part. When my kids were little, and we lived in our first house, my office was upstairs. And there were nights, when I had 3 small children that I had been with all day. It took everything in me to walk up those stairs to work the business that I needed to. And I would drag myself up those stairs. And it was hard sometimes because all I wanted to do is crawl in bed. I was tired. I didn't want to go upstairs and I didn't want to work, but I did because that was one of the times and the opportunities that I had the most time for. So just doing it, taking the action is sometimes the hardest, but that's how you get the results that you need. So serving your customers, your hosts, and your team members. Okay, so knowing, there was a question that was put out yesterday about customer service, and something I've always done and I know, and honestly, no one necessarily told me to do it this way. But it's something that I just knew customer service was something that I wanted to go above and beyond in. And always when people have an issue, taking care of it for them. Unless, like I said, when I posted on it, it was going to be something that was too complicated. And that probably was like 3 or 4 times in my whole 14 years have I actually had them contact Paper Chef because it was just something that there was way too many pieces to it that I wasn't going to be able to help them with. But just taking care of that, serving them, because it is not that hard to click on the order and take care of it, or it's not that hard to make that phone call and just to do it for them. And that step above having that customer service is what will make them come back to you, because when you serve them and you help them, because I've had people, like I said, they didn't originally order from me, but I was the consultant on that party, so they said, hey, by the way, I have this broken whatever, and even though they didn't place an order for me, it wasn't, I still helped them, because there have been times where people said, I've been trying to reach out to my consultant and I can't get them to help me. So you better believe I stepped in and helped. And then I create, a customer, because the person that they originally got their stuff from would probably mean not doing Paper Chef anymore, whatever, but they couldn't get them to help them. So it really does mean a lot when you are serving your hosts, your customers, and your team members. So pick up your phone and schedule a reminder. Set a reminder for the last day of the month to ask yourself, what have I learned this month? So like on the last day of the month, just set it consistently every month. What have I learned? What's making a difference in my business? And what can I focus on now in the next month? Okay, so if you can just put a reminder on your phone, a little alarm on the last day of each month to remind yourself to answer these 3 questions. Okay, because a lot of times we'll sit down and we will reflect at the end of the year going into the next. But what if we started reflecting at the end of every month and focusing on, okay, what am I going to do different next month? Because that sure didn't work this month. Okay, or what worked really good this month? I need to be sure to sit down and do that for the next month. Okay, so I'm going to share a different slide here. I'm bringing this one over now. Okay. So there are a few things. I thought that. Oh, I was on the last slide. I was like, wait, I didn't think that was the first one. Okay, so this is loading. Not sure why it's taking so long to load. Okay, so here are some reach outs. So I told you that we were going to talk a little bit about bookings. The retreat that Mandy was talking about that she went to this weekend, I have helped lead for the last couple years, and I was not able to go help do it this year. But I also was in the process of helping with some of the stuff that they were planning. So I was on the planning committee for a large part of it. But here are some of the reach outs. I mean, this may look familiar to you. A few of these things that you see may look familiar to you. But reaching out. So here are the things, these 5 things are the ways that I want you to reach out every day. When you're talking about your 30 reach outs, here's where they come from. Okay. You can take a picture of this, you can write it down. Okay. So guests inside Facebook parties. Okay. Not necessarily on Table. Okay. So if you guys are starting to use Table, your reach outs are coming from the people that are on the Facebook side of it, because on with Table, you can still reach out to those people too if they give you the phone number and stuff, but a lot of times they're on your Facebook account as well. Okay, so in your parties, you're reaching out to those people, the guests in there. Birthday people. Okay, people that have birthdays that month. Okay, birthday messages. And if you do not know what the birthday messages are, I can share those with you as well. But that when you are setting that alarm to check those 3 things, include birthday messages in that, because that's going to cue you for the next month before you get there to go ahead and look at who you're going to send birthday messages to for the following month before you get into it. Okay. So, past party guests. Okay. People that are in your past parties, past hosts, Facebook friends lists. Okay. So, here is some results. So think about person A versus person B. Okay. So Monday through Friday, person A has 30 new messenger reach outs, 5 texts, and 15 follow-ups. 175 new asks and 75 follow-ups. Person B has 10 reach outs and 10 follow-ups, resulting in 50 new asks and 50 follow-ups. Who's going to see more results? Okay, obviously the person A is going to see more results, because this part of Pampered Chef is a numbers game. Okay, it's about the numbers. The more people you're reaching out to, okay, the more parties you're going to get booked. That's the numbers. Okay, but the numbers are also in the follow-up, which is what I'm going to show you with this video. My friend Rocky Preston made this video and shared it. So I want to share with you the video first, and then I'm going to show you guys the document. Okay, so I will share this video and document on Team PC Hotshots so that you guys have it as well to go back and watch it, or to access this document. Okay, but it's all of what she's talking about is written down in a document. Okay, so don't feel like you have to frantically take notes and stuff, because all of this is.
Hello, today we're going to learn how to book parties and follow up if they don't respond. So we're going to use Facebook Messenger. So go to your friends list. If you have an iPhone, use your phone and go to your profile so you can just see your Facebook stuff, your posts, and your everything, your Facebook profile, click on friends and then manage. And it's going to put them in alphabetical order. And this way you will see all your friends, because if you just go to your friends list, you're going to see the ones you interact with the most. And they're probably all Pampered Chef consultants if you've been doing this for a little while. And, you're not going to be able to book parties with another consultant. So doing the ABC order is going to give you friends that you forgot were friends. So I'm going to just use my messenger, and I am going to bounce back and forth from Google Calendar. So this is in your Google Calendar. So all you got to do is go to the booking and reach out task. And the first message is right here. So you're going to copy it. You're going to go to Messenger, and you are going to just go down that friends list and message 30 people. Just boom, 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 boom. 30 people. Of course, change the name because you want to, have the correct name. But you're not going to, if they reply, just get your 30 messages out. So it says, hi, Amanda, congratulations. You're one of the winners in my Pampered Chef daily drawing from my friends list. Please message me back to confirm you've seen this exciting news, and I'll reveal your prize. Big congrats. And don't worry, this is legit. It's really me, no scam. So get all those messages out, okay? And then we're going to start our follow-up or reply. So either they are going to reply, something like, what did I win, or they're not going to reply. And we're going to talk about the not reply first. Okay, so if they do not reply, the very next day, I have 3 graphics, a dog, a chicken, and an owl. And my favorite is the chicken. So I will send the chicken, and it just says, just checking in, chicken in, to see if you got my message. If they do not respond, 24 to 48 hours, you could send hello, Jeff. And any of them will work, but my favorite is, let's scroll. It should be on the top because it's such a good one. Okay, come on. I'm feeling like you're coming pretty soon. Oh, no. It's not my favorite. I know I shouldn't be wasting time worrying about which one, but it is my favorite. Oh, gosh. Oh, here it is. It's the Mrs. Doubtfire one. Okay, so hello. And then if they do not respond, there really isn't nothing else we can do. I mean, there one more, maybe you could send the hand emoji. If you really need bookings, that's 1, that's 2, you could do 3. Hey, just wanted to see if you saw this, something like that. But those 3 things, if they don't, you just really don't have, this one's done. You've got to move on and to follow up with the other ones that are replying, or, it's the next day and you're going to reach out 30 more times. Okay, so let's say they are excited. So that's it. Never, after 3 times reaching out, they never say anything, move on. So let's say they say, yay. What did I win? Okay, and they send that to you. And now we are going to follow up with our wave, green heart, orange heart, red heart. So we will, if they reply, hey, I'm sorry, scratch that back up. I'm off. So if they reply, hey, what did I win? Then you are going to send them the woohoo message, all right? And that says, what did I win? Then you reply. And it says, woohoo, I usually like to give an e-cookbook, but this month I'm upgrading. Host a virtual Pampered Chef party with me and get a free product on me. Hosting is free and fun, and I do most all the work. Are you open to getting on my calendar or on my November schedule so I can pamper you with free products? And they're either going to say yes, they are going to give you an objection, or they are not going to respond. So we're going to pretend they did not respond. So then you go back. So they wanted to know what they won, and then they did not respond. And it doesn't matter if they seen the message, if they did not see the message, it doesn't matter. You are going to follow the same system. So you're going to give them a wave. Hey, I just wanted to see if you saw this. And again, they're either going to say, yes, I want to host a party. They're going to give you an objection, or they're not going to respond. We are pretending right now that they are not responding. So we're going to go for the green heart. Okay. And then we send them the green heart. And this is 24 to 48 hours later. Hey, what do you think? All good either way, because you want them to respond. They're either going to respond, they're going to give you an objection, or they're not going to say anything. So then we're going to go to 24 to 48 hours later, we are going to go to the orange heart. Okay, so then we send the orange heart. Just circling back to this as I wrap up the giveaway gifts. Would you like to upgrade? Now, maybe, this is the last chance I'm wrapping things up. Maybe they'll respond, but we're going to pretend they don't. So last, we go to the red heart and give that a try. So that is, I'm really not trying to be a bother, but I am excited about you being a winner, and I haven't heard back from you, so I wanted to pop in again. I never want to annoy anyone, so if you aren't interested or just need to party further down the road, you can totally let me know. How does that sound? And they'll either reply or they won't reply, but that's the end of that. So we went down the hey hand, the green heart, the orange heart, the red heart. So let's pretend now at any point after this, they either said no, or I can't because I'm too busy. So if they at any point ever say no, then we have a yellow heart. I know all these hearts, but you're going to learn the system. And once I explain this, you're going to see how easy it is to follow up. Okay, so if they say no at any time, they say no, thank you, then the yellow heart. So it says, I understand, just curious, is now not a good time or just not interested? I can give you the price for up to 3 months from now if you'd rather wait a few months. Would December or maybe next year work better? And see what they say. So then if they say like, you know what, I just can't, I am so busy, I can't possibly host a party, then we're going to send them the time emoji. Okay, so copy that. It goes over into your messenger, and no worries, totally doesn't have to be right now. When is a better time for you? February, next year, put whatever month here. I can definitely work around your schedule. Remember, it's virtual. I handle everything and make it super easy for you. I just wanted to make sure I totally give you the price, even if it's further out. So again, trying to just overcome that objection of time, or trying to, the yellow heart is trying to get that no to be a yes, but later down the road. All right. So when you get two no's that they're not interested, so they say no, and then you try to overcome the objection with either the yellow heart message or the time message, then you go ahead and copy this along with the e-cookbook. If I can copy here, copy, there we go. Back to Messenger. So now you have two no's. They said no, you tried to overcome and it didn't work. So, oops. Okay, when I do that. Okay, copy. There we go. And paste. Okay, so then it says, thank you for getting back to me. If you do decide you would like to get your free gift, please let me know. I would love to pamper you. Here's your free easy holiday recipe e-cookbook. Okay, so if you're watching this video and it's not the holidays, then go to Marketing Imagery, type in e-book, just e-book in Marketing Imagery search bar, and all of the cookbooks will come up. So pick one that's appropriate for the season. And you send them your e-cookbook. But meanwhile, every day you're reaching out to 30 more people with this gift winner message. Okay. So, and then every day you're responding. If you see green hearts, you know it's time to send the orange heart. So let's take a look at my messenger. So here are the gift boxes. So I know that they didn't reply. So she's seen it because I see, but it doesn't matter if they've seen it or not. I'm still gonna do the little hand emoji, the doggy picture, the chicken picture, and then a GIF, and see if I can capture their attention. Then let's see. I think I have some that, oh, okay. So here's a woohoo. So tomorrow, if she does not reply, then I will go down the system of, hey, just want to make sure you saw this. If she doesn't reply, green heart, orange heart, red heart. If she gives me any objections, I will try to overcome them and then finally give her her gift. Okay, so you will get used to this emoji system. And I just did it today. I just did a few, but my plan is to do this every single day, and then follow up every single day. And we want to get booked. Okay, we should, right now it's November 7th. So right now, plan by the end of the month that you will be booked through January. How great would that be? All right, let's go get some bookings.
All right. Okay, so this document here, can you guys see the document? Okay, this is what she's talking about. So it has emoji booking messages and all the follow-ups. So the initial message, now this initial message is for new consultants. Okay, let's say that you just started Pampered Chef, or you have someone on your team that just started Pampered Chef. This is initial messages for new consultants. Okay, or if you are not a new consultant, here is the, or this is another version. And then here is the initial message. Next day, if they do not reply, and the 24 hours after no reply, when they reply, here are the gifts. And then here's all the green heart, orange heart, red heart that she was talking about. Okay. So everything she just copied and pasted is in this document. Okay. So all of it is in here. So you can copy and paste. This is, so the first step, if you guys remember at the very beginning of the video, she said, go into your friends and put your manage and put them in alphabetical order. Okay. So putting your friends in alphabetical order is your first thing. So then it's not just your friends that you interact with most on there. Okay. So be sure that you do that first. Okay. And this can be in, so this is kind of similar to like an everybody wins kind of message, but there's a lot more follow up. So one of the things that I hope you took away from this is follow up. If you see a lot of follow up, okay? So a lot of follow up, and you're going to have to track that follow up, okay? So tracking it is super important. Um, so I, even if it's on a notebook, have your list of what 30 people you reached out to that day, whether you do it on digitally somewhere, or if you do it on a piece of notebook paper, but you need to have your follow-ups as far as your first follow-up, your second follow-up, your third follow-up, okay? Because if you're not tracking your follow-ups, then you're not going to know who you sent to, what follow-up you did, okay? So be sure that you are tracking when it comes to following up, okay? So this document I'll share with on Team PC Hotshots with the video too, if you need to go back and watch some of the video, how she does some of the things. She was just copying it to herself in Messenger as she was doing it. But these are the messages that you can send. Okay. So this will be, step one when it comes to doing those bookings. Okay. So I found she was talking about going to marketing resources. Okay. And then I scroll down. So once you're in marketing resources, that's just one of the tabs at the top. Okay. So marketing resources, if you scroll down, down here to the bottom where it says quick links, I just scrolled over here to the side. You see where I'm doing this? If you scroll over to the side, it says digital cookbooks right here. Okay. And then if you click on explore, they're all right here. Small appliances, different party themes. So like dinner boot camp recipes, dinners on a dime, holiday recipes. Trying to think of one that I've shared multiple times. There's pizza party recipes. Okay, specific product recipes. But these are all kinds of digital. So when she talks about the digital recipe books, dinner plan solved. Okay, so you just click on this and it'll pull up. Okay, and then this is just something, see how it goes just like a cookbook. Okay, so you just copy this link at the top and this is what you would send them. Okay, so that's how you send your digital cookbook. Just pick one that you think sounds good. Comfort foods, made better recipes, comfort faves, budget friendly. A lot of times I will stick with one for a little bit and then I'll try another one. Okay, so marketing resources. Okay, this is in Consultants Corner. Okay, this is just go on marketing resources, scroll down to the bottom where there's the quick links, and it's just right there. Okay, so that's where she said it was under marketing imagery. Okay, but it's under marketing resources, just so you know where to search for that digital cookbook. Okay. All right, so start there. I will also share a birthday message post. Okay, so you can start going through your birthday messages. We are on, what is today? The 13th. Okay, so follow up with the people that have had birthdays so far. Okay, you can look at past birthdays. Okay, if you go in on your page, you can look at on your friends. You can look and see who's had birthdays already and past birthdays, and you can move forward. Okay, from the 14th forward, who has birthdays. Okay, so set that timer. Make that a priority to do at the end of each month for the upcoming month. And then work on your 30 messages, okay, from the document, copying and pasting and starting doing that. Okay, we are doing a booking blitz on Team PC Hotshots, throwing snowballs at each other. So for every booking you get, go post it on there, throw a snowball at somebody else, post the host name and when the party is, okay, that you are booking for. All right, so I'm going to start looking and tracking on those and giving doing a drawing for once we reach 10 bookings, I'll do a drawing, okay? So be sure to write all your bookings that you start getting on there once you get them, okay? Does anybody have any questions, thoughts, anything that they want to share?
What was that Kayla used to teach on? Was it like the Fab Five, or where we would change the name of the party? Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Um, yes, I kind of remember what you're talking about.
It's like you change the name of the party to like 3 days left, 2 days left.
Yes.
What was that? Because I keep trying to find it on your page and I don't remember if it was Fab Five or.
There was somebody else that did it too. Love you. Let me do some research. Let me see if I can figure that out. Because I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
Because I got away from that, and that was really helping me in my parties.
The things that,
Joanna did that. Remember Joanna Fitzgerald or whatever?
She got that from Kayla.
Yeah.
yeah. I may be even able to reach out to Kaylin, ask her too if she remembers what it's called. But I do remember what you are talking about. Let me do a little research and see if I can find it. Because it may even be like if you guys go on Team PC Hotshots, and if you go me I'm gonna pull you guys over here for just a second while
I have it here if you want it.
the Team PC Hotshots.
The Fab Five thing.
Oh, you have it? Well, that was quick. Look at you.
That's because I didn't throw anything away. It's in my Evernote, and I don't delete it. I don't know. So the one in particular that I have is Jen Vaccarelli did a training somewhere, but I have the picture that says Fab Five and the four steps. Would you like me to share that with you, or no?
Yeah, I have our team page pulled up real quick. Let me show something on that, and then I do want you to show on. Okay. Can you guys still see my screen?
No, I see you.
No.
Oh, you see me. That's great. Okay. All right. Okay, so on Team PC Hotshots, if you go to guides, there are all kinds of trainings that we have done. Okay, so you can go through here. Trainings on a 15-minute party, how to have $1,000 party, how to have $1,000 party. Here's how to have $1,000 party. Part 2, recruiting training. Belinda was someone that did a few trainings for us. We don't do shared rewards parties anymore, so I would skip over anything with that. I need to go delete those off of there. 15-minute parties, boards, how to use boards. That is still a thing that people definitely use. Here's bookings, picking a number booking idea. Birthday booking. Oh, there you go, right there. See the birthday booking wording? Okay, this is what I was talking about. Okay, so how to get bookings. Where did it just go? I literally was just on it, and then it probably adjusted. Recruiting training, Belinda's training. Now it just has them all here, so you can actually click on them. Boards. Okay, it was down. How to get bookings from your parties and birthday message. Okay, so that's the how to, but that's a training on specifically getting bookings from your parties and the birthday message. Okay, so there's the pick a number idea. So these are just a lot of different things that we have done. There's the birthday booking wording, individual birthday booking idea. Okay, so here's how to find all your Facebook friends' birthdays, and here's the message, okay, of what you copy and paste. Okay, so, but there's a lot of things, like I said, if you go up here to guides, There's a lot of trainings that after I did a training, I pinned it in here in guides. So there's a wealth of knowledge when it comes to bookings and things like that. So if you ever are looking for just some, you know, if you want to make it a goal for 30 minutes, you know, every day, 15 minutes every day, you go try to find a training and look up, you know, a new way to do something. That would be that there's a lot of resources on there. Okay, Mandy, now you can share.
Okay. Okay. So this is called Fab Four Get You More. The first step is change the party name. You can also change the party cover to like 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, and then post the host name and how much they need to hit their goal and include their party link. Then you'll tag all the people that have participated but haven't purchased. Then step 4 is have your host send them a message, a text with selected wording. Here is the wording. And they call it magic words. So I hope you truly enjoyed my Pampered Chef party this week. I know Facebook can be weird with notifications, so I just wanted you to let you, whoops, it's a little weird. I wanted to let you know today is the last day to order. You'll even earn 30 extra bonus tickets if you're given tickets. Okay. Well, I can share this. I wouldn't use this exact wording because this is kind of old for all of us, but maybe Melody can tweak that for us.
I do have wording that I send out to all of my
this is
hosts.
old. Yeah. Okay. But you get the picture. I'll share this picture so you guys can see it somewhere. I'll give it to Melody. She can do what she share it with you guys or something.
The three of us can get together and reword a little bit of that. So
Okay. Here, I put it in the chat if you want me to.
yeah, that would be good.
Oh, I can't put a picture in there, I guess. No. Okay, that's fine. I'll put it on the page or I'll message you, Melody. How about that?
Perfect. That sounds good. I also have written out a party schedule as far as what to do each and every day to make your party successful. I still have that, and a lot of that is shared in that those 4 things is shared also in my virtual party scheduler, and it goes through what to be saying to your hosts, what to be saying to your guests each day. And so if any of you want some help planning out your parties as far as what to do on a daily basis, I have all of that written down still. And it really does still apply because I still use it in my Facebook parties for sure. So and I also created a to-do list every day that goes with the virtual party schedule. So, like on Monday, if you're reaching out to hosts, you know, the parties that are coming up, then it's all written out. So, that will, you know, if that's something that you want me to share, I'm more than willing to help share that virtual party scheduler too. That's something that we used to go through almost every single month. I did a virtual party how to how to training on how to make your virtual party successful. So if that is something that any of you are interested, I even have a video of me doing a training on how to have a successful virtual party. So, and it's just the what to do every single day. It's all written out on exactly what to send your hosts, what to do every day. And I even have an organized list with it Monday through Sunday all written down. So, that goes with it. So, does anyone else have any questions on anything?
I'm Rose Gonzalez, and I'm a new I'm a new consultant, just
Okay.
a little over a week. And I was wondering if I'm in that Team PC Hotshots or if you could invite me. I'll write my name on the comments on the chat.
I'm pretty sure
I
I
mean
invited you. Okay.
For Facebook, so that
Mandy, do you want to double check in that?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
You can also send her just an invite in her messenger, and then she can just join from that.
yeah.
Do that because I think I did.
Here, let me.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose, because yeah, I would love to have you.
Thank you.
And welcome. We're excited to have you.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Good. Very good. I'm glad that you're on here tonight. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on here. I know it was a lot of information tonight. So I'm just going to challenge you guys to really just process, think through your goals, your word. Creating, a vision board can be just a hodgepodge of pictures with your word or however you want to create it. I mean, really, the whole purpose of it is for it to be in front of you every day. So the whole point of a vision board is for you to put it by your desk or wherever you work your Pampered Chef business so that you can remember what your goals are. That's the whole reason that I challenge people to make a vision board is so there have been many times where the vision board has sat right by my desk and I've had to, I've looked at earning that trip or, going for executive or whatever it was that year that I was trying to do sat there in front of my face every single day. So that's just kind of what a vision board is for is it's a reminder for you guys. So if you are interested in creating those or need help with, doing that, you can always let me know too. But I do appreciate you guys taking the time to be on here. And if you guys have questions or you're needing help with something, please reach out and let us know what you're needing help with because we really do want to make sure that in 2026 you guys are successful and you're getting the help that you need in this business. So, but thank you guys so much for being on here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And there's still plenty of time in January. January is just starting. January always, like I said, I've been in this business almost 14 years. We hit about the 15th of the month and people decide to start doing something. So it happens the same every single year. So don't feel like you're already behind for January. People just get over that, all the Christmas stuff and the busyness and the craziness, and then, take off a week or so in January and then get going. So just know that there's still plenty of time to book those parties and to do the things that you want. It's double free. And double free is typically one of my highest selling months. Okay. So don't think that just because people came off Christmas that they won't purchase. Okay. Because they really will. Because I've had several, most of my Januaries are the highest the whole year. Okay, so just know that this is a great time to actually have parties because people really will. They'll keep pushing in their parties to get that 650 in sales, and you're going to keep working with them to get there. So, if every party is trying to have at least 650 in sales, then your parties are successful, and that's how your sales get so high. Okay, so find those hosts. You still have a couple weeks that you can have those parties and then just push those parties to be 650 in sales by working with your hosts and you can still have a successful January. Okay. So
And guys, people will not know that you're selling if you're not showing. Get in front of people on Facebook. Show something every day, whether it's a picture of what you've eaten, a video. I don't like being on videos, but I will show my hands. But I am going to try to start doing more cooking videos. But if people don't know you're selling, they're not going to buy. I know people say, I don't want to bug everyone. I don't want to force it down their throat. Well, this is your business.
mm-hmm. And also, like I said, like I was giving the example earlier about being at practice and people saying, what was that you used? Don't try not to look at it as bothering people either, because it is amazing how many people need cooking ideas for dinner. People want dinner ideas. They're like, oh my gosh, that is a great idea. I got away from it now, but every single week I would have a meal plan for the week of the 5 meals that I was creating for my family, and I would share the recipes every single day. And people were like, I'm here for this. Like, you see people post all the time, I'm tired of making the same thing every night. What are some recipe ideas that you guys use? What are some new crockpot recipe? They're constantly asking for new meal plans. Okay, so don't ever feel like when you share Pampered Chef that you're bothering people, because that is what people really do need. They are constantly looking for those meal ideas. So, and a way to make them easy, which is what our products do. So, just know that it is definitely, and bookings truly come easier when you make someone want a product, because then when you reach out to them about booking a party, they have a reason to actually book it. So, that's my soapbox. There you go. All right. You guys have a great rest of your week. And did you have a question, Rose?
No, I was waiting.
Oh, you're waiting. I couldn't tell if that was a question or. All right. Well, you guys have a great week, and
Thank
we
you.
will see you guys soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Emily.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye, guys.